Morning. It's about 8:39. I got just under 5 hours sleep. Not feeling too good. Let's do some steps. So I started this at about 8:45 in the morning, just walking up and down my room. It's not very big or wide, make as many jokes as you want there, but I thought it would be a good starting point. I got bored pretty quickly, so then I turned on the PlayStation to then use YouTube, not to watch any videos, but just to play music, something to keep me occupied. As you can see, while I was trying to sort it out, I still had to get my steps in, so I had to walk on the spot, which looked highly questionable, but had to do what you had to do. I found pretty quickly that I hit 1,000 steps within about 10 minutes or so. I didn't know if that pace was good or bad, but given that 1,000 is about half of what I normally do on a quarantine day, I was pretty happy with it. I then hit 2,000 steps within the next 10 minutes, and 3,000 steps about 8 minutes after that, so I was pretty happy with my pace. Definitely not shreddy. Although I'm having shreddies, but it's definitely not shreddy. I'm not shreddy. Why is it difficult, alright? This is now just under an hour of starting. I hit 4,000. Again, seemingly okay with the pace. I had to get my morning coffee to give me a bit of a boost though, because didn't get much sleep. I wasn't feeling hugely tired, I was just feeling really groggy and just not very well, so I needed a bit of a pick-me-up. Here I am making breakfast. It's hardly the breakfast of champions, coffee and shreddies, but works enough for me. This early on, I was pretty happy and pretty motivated to keep going. I thought I could hit a really high number like 70,000 or 80,000 or something like that. That motivation did dwindle throughout the day. If you pause the video at any point during the next 10 seconds or so, you'll get some incredibly sexy stills of me mid-brushing my teeth, so beware. Here I am just carrying on with my morning routine, which normally happens mid-afternoon, and you'll see here, I hit a pretty big milestone early, and I was surprised. I didn't expect it to happen so quickly. And then here's me reacting to it like an idiot. Wash your hands! It's only like 15 seconds in this video, but it's been sped up. I did more than 20. You can do it too. Come on. Best motivational speech you'll ever hear. From me, anyway. Right, so I'm trying to put this around my ankle instead of around my wrist so that I can do other things that keep my hands still, but have it still register the steps, because I'll still be doing the steps. So what I'm going to try and do is tape it. Let's see if this works. Oh, that's a plug. Look at that. Big brain. I was trying to come up with things that would be entertaining for me to do throughout the day, but also be entertaining to watch back. The problem is, playing guitar wasn't a very good idea, because for me it wasn't entertaining messing up consistently and walking essentially on the spot. And for you it's not very entertaining to watch someone just twirl around in circles very quickly and not be able to hear what they're playing. So then I decided to go up and down the stairs. The issue with this was that it used up a lot of my energy but didn't actually get very many steps, so it wasn't very efficient. Also, the camera angle is awful. So I decided to stop that and just run around in circles essentially, but I took the stutter step technique that I used on the stairs and applied it to this in hope that I would get my step count up. Before I did that, I was on But 18,400. And after that, before I was on 18,400, after all that, which I'm embarrassingly out of breath from, 18,500. I'm pretty sure that was more than 100 steps. Being scammed. Little bedroom tour, because it's little, as am I. Yeah, it's quite messy at the moment, as you can see. I'll probably tidy it later on because, well, I've got nothing else to do and it should get some steps in, so. This was essentially another step technique where I realised I wasn't really swinging my arms as I was walking, so I thought if I swing them more, hopefully it'll register as steps, even though I won't be doing as many, but they'll actually count this time. I don't know if any of you know what this means exactly, but for diabetics it's basically a fat yike. I think that's how to best describe it, a fat yike. And then it was time for lunch. I thought I'd make myself a big lunch given that I was going to be burning a lot of calories, so I thought I had to make myself a high calorie lunch, which bacon and eggs is a pretty good shout. Just referring back to the 1.9 that you saw earlier, and on the topic of food, blood sugar was a factor for me as a diabetic that I had to try and manage throughout this day. I was going from not doing many steps or any exercise at all to doing a hell of a lot. My body had no time to get used to this change, so I had to make sure that I wasn't dropping too low on the blood sugar count as well, which didn't go so well, as you saw, and that happened again. But after all that was sorted, I did what I said I was going to do earlier, tidy my room. And after that, just more laps. Alright, I'm going to try going outside now. It's about 3:45 in the afternoon. I don't know how much, if any, I'll be able to actually film, but I've had enough of just walking up and down this. So, I'm at nearly 27,000 steps at the moment. It's not where I wanted to be. I wanted to be a lot higher than that, at least in the 30s. I think 35k was where I was supposed to be at the moment, because I was trying to do 5k an hour. Hasn't really gone that way. After lunch, took a bit of a dip, energy-wise. I think the lack of sleep caught up with me, so yeah, we'll see how this goes. See if my pale skin can handle the sun after not going outside for quite a while, so. Coffee number 3. It was getting towards the evening at this point, and tiredness was becoming a factor, hence the 3 coffees. Another factor was boredom, hence why you can see me trying to play the PlayStation in this incredibly disturbing footage. I was trying to play the Call of Duty Modern Warfare campaign, but I'd saved at a really awkward point where it was just frustrating, and if you can see me talking in the video, I wasn't trying to talk to camera, I was just venting to myself. Here's a little screenshot from around dinner where it shows how long my heart rate was above 100 BPM. Right, okay, yeah, lovely, good timing. I'm just gonna do this in here because, oh my god, forgive me for not standing as I do this, but my mirror is not really big enough to do that, so. Hit 40k. I'm going to try and go until about 10 Try and see if I can keep myself awake and moving until then. My goal at the moment is 50k, so a couple hours to get another 10k in. If I can even get up from this, so I'll report back, don't worry. I mean, I have to, because that's the whole point. If I didn't, then I'm an idiot, but I'm an idiot anyway. Just leave me. Oh god. Just laps, 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 steps, 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 laps, steps, laps, steps, laps, steps, laps, steps. Note to self, never use this camera angle again, for multiple reasons. I unfortunately had to mute this part because I'm playing music in the background that's copyrighted. It's the home stretch. We were starting to get towards the end now, and I was really starting to feel it. My eyes were closing, my legs were just tired and just not working. I was getting frustrated, I was bored and fed up throughout the day. I just wanted to get it over. I wanted to hit 50k and I wanted to do it by 10 PM and then I could get to bed. Come on, we can do it. So close. So close. Oh my god, I look disgusting. Move these feet, Brian, move these feet. Had to re-record because that was copyrighted too. Okay. Alrighty then. Still nothing. Cool. And we done it. 50,000 steps in a single day. Right, I wanted to see how many steps I could do in a given day, but I had a goal in mind, which is 50k steps before 10 PM. I didn't know whether I could do more than that, or whether that was, you know, too lofty a goal, but it's just before 10 PM, and we hit 50k. So, yeah, I think that's me done, so I think this is well deserved. So here it is, the proof that we did it.